Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face. Now I believe. Is that the intro? Are we leaving that in?
Who cares?
Oh!
So we tried recording this. That's an intro. Yeah, we tried recording this.
That was
I
that.
fucked my phone up badly.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
I think the Zelda music would have sufficed. Theatre Thursday, boy. Yeah, boy. Should we just get? Let's just get right into the news.
What's this red? There's that red strip here. What's that? Oh, is that from the Marvel
That's
one?
from the background, because I just made the background red behind the thing.
We're cheap, okay.
I mean, it's not from the Marvel one. It's its own PowerPoint document.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't just slap a background over it. And
okay. So we're just getting straight into it. Favourite
let's
music?
just jump right into it.
What's up, gamers?
Nah, man, I'm quoting Philip DeFranco. Gotta get right into the news.
Don't sue us. Okay, so similar to the Marvel one, we're just gonna talk about shit. So
What's your favourite
enjoy.
musical? What's your favourite musical, Ryan Shenley?
I don't know, Jack North. What is my favourite musical?
Is it Avenue Q?
Yes
You
and
Avenue
no.
Q last time, did you?
Yes and no. Avenue Q's always gonna have like a special place in my heart, obviously, because I'm Princeton. But I'll get more into that later. I'm gonna say Be More Chill because it's the musical I wish I had when I was 14 or 15, realising that I didn't have to change myself to be myself.
Be an epic gamer. You can just be yourself, and then you can still be an epic gamer.
You want thin ice, just
You're a big fucking ice kiddo.
yeah, but Be More Chill
Cool.
because who doesn't love it? I love it. You love
me.
it.
That's a lie. I do love Be More
He
Chill.
does. He
I
loves
do
it.
love Be More Chill.
Okay.
I love Will Rowland. That's my boy.
Will
Les
Rowland
Mis.
is a what?
I said Les Mis.
Sorry, it's like 10 o'clock right now. I'm so tired. Les Mis.
It's 10 o'clock p.m. Like he's just a sleepy boy. Yeah, Les Mis. It's just Les Mis.
The way they interweave
It's a
the themes
classic.
throughout is just
Nah, I've been in a production of it, and we had like every different production of it does different things, and that's what makes Les Mis for me. Like I saw it in London with the rotating stage. When we performed Les Mis, we had the barricades on wheels, and we wheeled the barricades in during. Is it called Do You Hear the People Sing, or is it got a different title? I always forget.
building the barricade.
That's the one. Because obviously in the movie soundtrack it's called Do You Hear the People Sing. But yeah, when it's like building the barricade, we literally wheeled the barricades on, like, and it actually looked really good because we like hand built these barricades from like bits of broken furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
And we just like took like scraps of furniture that we had left around and like all sorts of like. We basically they put out a thing to our drama route that was like, if anyone has any old.
I thought I was gonna be sick for a second there. Sorry.
If anyone has any old furniture that they don't mind being broken up, we're gonna use it for the barricades. And we ended up with like 2 barricades that we wheeled both of them on from each side.
Yeah.
So there was like a gap in the middle. There was one barricade on one side and one on the other, and I think we had one right at the back as well. Because I ended up stood on the back barricade during One Day More, swinging this massive red flagpole over the top of everyone else's heads. So it was like swooshing, and it's this huge flag. And honestly, it was like one of the most surreal things to be able to just stand there and go and sing like the top notes in One Day More and just wave the flag.
Oh.
It was so good. And yeah, it's always going to have like that special place for me because it's the first real show that I ever did. And like, even though it was the school's edition, it didn't feel like it because they barely changed anything.
Yeah.
And the things that they did change, they didn't change to make like less content based because it was still full of violence. Still like Lovely Ladies was still in. They didn't cut
Somehow.
Lovely Ladies. They didn't cut like pretty much anything. There was like 2 things they cut. Like they didn't even cut Gavroche's death. They didn't even change it in any way.
So
like,
you need that in.
But like, if it was like a kids edition, a lot of stuff will cut out like any references to like deaths or whatever, and especially deaths of children. But Gavroche's death, they didn't even like rework it to say like have him die off stage. Like he literally, we had our Gavroche die like in front of everyone
Nice.
and throw the like ammo bag over, and Marius catches the ammo bag and it's just.
See, when I first saw, because I saw the film before I saw the
Yeah.
stage show. When I saw the film, I went with my family. There was me, my brother, my mum, my stepdad, and my nana. And when Gavroche was about to die, I looked at my nana and I was like, "They're not. No, they can't kill off this. Like, they can't kill off a kid. That's no, they're not doing that." And then he died. I looked at my nana and she was just crying. Looked at my mum, she was
It's
crying.
just an emotional moment.
Yeah.
It's just an emotional
Just
moment.
no
That
need
whole
for it.
musical is made out of like so many different little bits that I love, and a lot of it is like even stuff that I wouldn't necessarily like on its own. When it comes together in the whole course of the musical, it makes me actually enjoy it. Like, I love the Thénardiers as characters, but originally I really hated like any of their songs apart from Mash for the House, like all their other little bits. But when I realised how the motif worked and stuff, and see it, the whole thing together, it wouldn't work if it didn't repeat,
Yeah.
because everything else repeats. And because at first basically I thought it was kind of repetitive because they sang the same sort of verses, but then I kind of got more used to it and I realised the motif made sense because it's them, because it shows how they always do the same things over and over again, and that's why they always fail, because they never like learn from the mistakes and change. It's like that's why Javert sings so repetitively, because he's always the same person and he's chasing after the same thing, and it's like the motifs just do so much for the musical.
The only person that really changes throughout the musical is Jean Valjean.
I disagree. I think that Marius changes quite a lot. Because, well, for Eponine changes because she fucking dies.
I mean, like, character-wise, like, the thing with Marius is he starts off as a rich kid.
He gets kind of
revolution.
he gets kind of disillusioned.
Yeah.
Like, he goes from being like an optimistic kid who thinks that he can change the world to realising that he has no say in matters and he should just stay out of it. And that he almost lost his life because he had no idea what he was doing. Like, I imagine if Enjolras had survived the whole thing, then he would have had the same sort of view, because he would have literally just been like, all my friends are dead, what am I doing? This has cost all my mates their lives and it's done nothing. Like, we had no clue what we were doing.
The futility of that revolution, that's what I love about it.
Yeah. Because it's like the line from Empty Chairs at Empty Tables where it's like, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. It's literally
He
doesn't even know. He doesn't even he can't even tell them why they did it because nothing was gained. Yeah. And that is what gets me about Les Mis. Is there's so many little things you can pick apart and be like, that means something to so many people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
going from favourite musicals to the opposite end of the spectrum,
least favourite musical.
Do you want to go first this time?
I mean, mine's quite quick. It's Hairspray. I hate Hairspray. Despise Hairspray with burning passion, because every song that I liked in it has now been overplayed. Every song that I disliked in it has been overplayed to the point where I don't want to listen to Hairspray anyway.
Do you not like Nicest Kids in Town?
Used to. Nicest Kids in Town was my only exception to like the rule of I hate Hairspray. Like, even You Can't Stop the Beat, don't like it. Nicest Kids in Town I really enjoyed, and then it was done it was going to be done for a show that I was in, so that got played a lot, and then I heard it a lot because my friend used to play it whenever we were playing like songs from musicals. He would play like all the big group numbers, and he always played Prologue from Into the Woods, which I hated because he always played that because everyone else in the room liked Into the Woods and I wasn't a fan. Like, I'm still not a massive fan of Into the Woods now. It's kind of grown on me a little bit.
Even after we've done it.
The only song I used to like was Agony, and now a couple of the songs have grown on me, like Last Midnight I really like now. But yeah, like, having watched it, like, the only characters I really like in the film, it's weird because I don't normally like James Corden like in a lot of stuff because he's kind of hit or miss for me because his style of comedy is like, fat man did a funny, like, that is a lot of what people write for him because he's a good actor. It's just he gets terrible writing because everything that he's given is either, oh, James Corden, do the funny high-pitched voice, or, oh, fat man did a funny, and you're just supposed to laugh at it because it's James Corden.
The only good time he has had good writing is Gavin and Stacey when he played Smithy, and that's only because him and Ruth Jones wrote it themselves.
Also, James Corden in Into the Woods actually did a really good job.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously it was good writing because, like, whether you love him or you hate him, Sondheim is a good writer. Mm-hmm. It's just like he's very divisive. Like, it doesn't make it bad quality just because people don't like it. That's why I will never say Hairspray is a bad musical.
Yeah.
I just don't like it myself.
My thing with Sondheim is, it's good. I love his music. It's just so complicated when you're having to learn the prologue.
I picked it up quite easily.
Ever After was worse. Ever After was worse to learn because I not only had to sing, I had to act in it as well.
Yeah. To be fair, I can understand.
I know that's like musical theatre.
I was gonna say,
job.
the song Forever After was really easy to learn because I learned it just by watching it twice. Because I sang it from the tech box every night of the show, and I only came to 2 rehearsals wherever after it was being done.
Did you have the script in front of you?
I had the script in front of me, but I didn't sing from it.
Yeah,
I wasn't looking at the script because I had a cue script, I didn't have the actual script. So like I had the script closed with my cue sheet on top of it. I only opened the script during Agony and not Agony. Was it Agony or Agony Reprise? One of them had a lot more cues than most of the other songs, so I just opened it to get the right line exactly. And I think it was a Very Nice Prince Reprise, which has a lot more complicated cues than like the other songs as well. And I wanted to make sure I got that right because I kept messing up one of the timings with the sound effects.
For context, Jack was in the tech box for when we did Into the Woods in Northumbria. I was one of the narrators, and may I just say I excelled in my job.
I mean, you were alright.
That was alright. What's my least favourite musical? Oh, I know. Cats. One good song. That is all. In the whole musical, in a musical that is about cats introducing themselves until one of them dies and or flies off on a weird tired UFO thing in the filmed version.
I quite like a few of the. I've read a few of the bits of lyrics from other songs. I think because I thought it was a poem. You know, McCavity.
Yeah. I
thought that was a poem at first because I read it. I read the lyrics were saved on my granddad or my grandma's computer or whatever, and I read the lyrics of that and I thought, oh, that's a nice little poem. If I'd have heard it, I probably wouldn't have thought the same thing. But the lyrics, I enjoyed reading it. It's one of those ones where I probably would like to read the script for, but maybe not necessarily listen to the musical because I've heard is it Jellicle Ball's the instrumental one, right? Isn't it? I've heard that and I quite liked that. I think it's just a matter of it being far too there's a difference between cheesy and fun. Yeah, and that's cheesy. Whereas stuff like Be More Chill is a bit cheesy, but it's fun.
Yeah. But it's got one good song, and that's Memory. It's depressing, and it's the only one anyone really knows from it. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to the film because I've got my expectations are low, but I'm still gonna go see it.
So that's the thing it's going to be it's like I'm trying to think what the other film was. There was a film not long ago where my expectations were really low and it somehow did quite well. Oh, Venom. My expectations for Venom were literally nothing. I expected nothing from Venom. I knew it was going to be awful, and I actually quite enjoyed it when I went to see it. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping a similar thing's going to happen with Cats, where it's just that the trailer was cut quite badly because it's happened before. Films have had really poor trailers and then been really good films, and it's just because they didn't really know how to cut together a good trailer for it. They did a trailer like an actual trailer, not like a musical trailer. They did a comedy movie trailer, not like a musical movie trailer.
But
yeah,
I don't like Cats, the animals or the musical.
Mm-hmm. You do like the animals because
Campus Cat.
Not Campus Cat.
There's an explosion.
The ginger cat that lives near mine.
I'm back into it. Right, what's next?
Dream Roll.
Princeton and Avenue Q. I wish I could play him. He's in my range.
That's it.
That's it.
Send tweet.
It's in my range. Avenue Q. If you're ever looking to look for new cast.
Oh my god! A part's in Ryan's range.
Yeah. I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Princeton could be one of the three.
Yeah.
What are the other two?
Princeton,
Checky
Monster, and Rod. The only 3 roles that are in my range are all.
I don't know. Grantaire might be in your range.
Does Grantaire sing that much?
Not really. Grantaire's the one. Grantaire's the one who leads Drink with Me, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that is actually.
He's like the third main character in the students. It's just that all the students but Endurus and Marius. Also, he sings that "I am a Gog, I am a Ghast" is Marius in Love at Last. But that's Grantaire.
Yeah, okay, fair.
So he does. It's not like he's a small part. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's just that it's in your range. That wasn't supposed to be like a sly dig.
Jack North making sly digs since 2000.
No, I've only been making sly digs since about 2002 when I learned to talk. That's a joke.
And you've got even worse since you met me.
I was surprised you didn't comment. I was waiting for you to bite the debate there. How long does it take you to learn to talk normally?
I don't know.
Not 2 years.
I've never raised a child.
Not 2 You were a child once. Did your mum never say, "Oh, Ryan, it took you until you were like 11 months to learn to speak"? Like,
yeah, I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure I said my first word at like 11 months or 10 months or something. I was quite young.
Why can I just imagine you as a kid? You know, like George and you know George and Peppa Pig, like a Yorkshire
dinosaur,
just a Yorkshire version of George from Peppa Pig.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Me and I'd be like, cuppa. That's my first word.
Bro.
My first word was Yorkshire, and it'll be my last word as well. Yorkshire till
till
I
I
die.
That's it. That's the name of the podcast.
Yorkshire till I die.
Yorkshire till I die.
Right.
Your
Anyway,
dream role.
Dream role. My dream role. My dream role. It's very difficult, but I want to say. See, I don't know if I want to go off my like lifetime dream role or my like current dream role.
Current.
Jeremy.
Jeremy here.
here. It's Jeremy here. Hey guys, it's Jeremy here. Yeah, he is. It would especially now that they've added Loser Geek whatever.
Yeah.
He is a character with a lot of like emotional range. He gets to do a lot of like fun sort of character acting. Like Will Roland in the Broadway version where he does the thing with his voice where it's like
Popular.
like the glitchiness where it's like the you like he just like all this with his actual voice, like there's no editing on the night. And I love that that's like something that it's like another thing that you get a chance to sort of add your own spin to.
Yeah.
I think the only other one like that I would really consider is either Marius, because I just love that part. Like I've always wanted to play Marius at least at some point, or the Squip also from Be More Chill, because like again it's one that you get like a lot of artistic license with. Like if you really wanted to, you could change it so the Squip appeared as somebody else and play it as a different,
rather
like,
than Keanu
celebrity.
Reeves
Yeah,
being like, it's my default mode.
that's my default mode. The thing is though, I think that makes it a lot like funnier, but you could play it even more serious.
90s Keanu Reeves with a surfer voice.
Yeah,
Like a surfer accent. It's brilliant.
it's great.
It's brilliant.
But the thing, you could do like Keanu Reeves, do it without the accent. You could do Keanu Reeves with the accent, or you could do like another different person. Like
90s icons.
you could do like it doesn't even have to be 90s icons because you could do early 2000s depending on when the production is. Like you could move it a little bit forward to when it makes sense. Like you could be anybody for it, and that'd be really fun.
And that is the
It's
message
getting
of Be More Chill. You
You
can
could be anybody,
as
especially Keanu Reeves.
always Keanu Reeves.
Always Keanu.
Actually, yeah,
That is his default mode.
Yeah. Add into that, Rich Grand Scheme, Be More Chill. If honestly, if Be More Chill ever comes to the UK,
Rich and Jeremy.
Rich and Jeremy, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Catch us on stage, UK tour of Be More Chill.
Yeah, if y'all know like Rich's character,
I would literally like if I
just without the lift.
if I got the role of Jeremy, I'd literally like drop everything just to go do that because that's like just it'd be so good. I think there's one other thing. It's not necessarily a dream role, but it's one that I just love to do, and that's Jared from Dear Evan Hansen.
Another Will Roland role.
Oh, what a surprise!
Wow.
It's because I just love the character. Like the characters that Will Roland tends to get cast as is the type of characters I enjoy. So it's just really fun. But yeah.
Yeah. What's next?
First day show you saw live.
Oh, before we carry on, this video's going to get split into two parts because the last video we did was an hour long and it completely screwed my phone up badly. So,
Hell yeah.
it's going to get split into two parts.
So we are going to split it into two
After this
somewhere soon. Yeah.
After this one.
Might be worth splitting it after the one afterwards, because we tend to talk for quite a while at the end.
Back in the room. So yeah, first stage show I saw live. Oh, what was it? Beauty and the Beast. It was Beauty and the Beast in Sunderland, 2001 or 2. It was the UK tour. Holy shit. It was so good. The way they did the Beast transformation was so cool. Like, they had him like spinning on wires. And like, I love Beauty and the Beast. It's my favourite Disney film. The music, the story, just everything.
Speaking of things moving on wires, my first stage show that I saw live was Wicked.
What moves on wires?
Glenda's Bubble.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't the broomstick also move on wires when
Yeah.
Alphaba flies off at Defying Gravity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she makes it fly just before she goes up.
Yeah. So
Which
that's
is
two
what-
things. That's two ways that joke worked. But yeah, Wicked. Seen it live twice now because I saw it in 2011. End of 2000. It was either end of 2011 or early 2012, or sometime around there. Anyway, it was like around that sort of period. And then I saw it in 2015 in like March. Both times I went to London. Once was with school, once was with my mum, I think. Then since then, yeah,
Just keep talking.
it's one of the first shows I saw, and then I saw that, and then didn't see any shows for like a really long time. Then I saw Wicked again. Then I saw like a bunch of other stuff, like I've seen like Les Mis, Hair.
Ew.
I actually really liked Hair, but that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, I will. Yeah. So yeah,
Keep
Wicked was the
talking.
first one I saw. The dragon on top was just it showed me what musical theatre could do. What, like, with a budget, you can do anything.
Or me and Jen were listening to it earlier when we were moving and stuff.
With a budget, you can do literally anything in musical theatre, and that amazes me. And even without a budget, you can do literally anything. It's just a lot harder.
Oh god, I've seen so many shows. It's like Wicked twice, Matilda twice. I've seen Hairspray twice. Rent, Les Mis.
I haven't seen Rent yet. Rent's one that I've got to check off my list.
Yeah.
I've seen Les Mis before, but I want to see it again. Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon.
Which we
Yeah,
are
I've
going to
seen
be
that.
rectifying soon, hopefully. But yeah, Avenue Q's on my list as well, but it's one that's not
Seen
as
that twice
urgent.
as well.
It's one that's not as urgent because I'm going to wait till it pops back up somewhere near.
Mhm.
But yeah, other than that, let's,
Yeah.
do we call it there, or do we do
Yeah,
the next
we'll
one
cut.
first?
We'll cut this one here. So yeah.
I think, actually...
What's next?
Favourite
Performance
you've done?
Yeah, we'll do it after this.
Yeah, it makes sense because also then, because we're going to have a couple of bits to cut and we're already only just at like 20 minutes now, so...
Yeah.
Favourite performance you've done? Shall I start?
You go.
It's either the... See, if we count, do we count, like, can I say, like, an individual song?
Yeah.
Because the most fun that I've had doing a performance is, like, when I did Master of the House.
Yeah.
Because it was just so, like, it was either Master of the House or Sincerely Me. Because when we did Sincerely Me,
Yeah.
it felt like there was no pressure at all to, like, perform. It was just get up and have a good time.
It was just me and Grace. Like,
And I absolutely smashed it. Like,
the thing with Marshall of the House was.
the thing with Master of the House was there was like no direction. The direction,
Yeah,
the direction was to me to direct basically, because it was like
Sam was meant to direct, and
he didn't. To be fair, he did say like
Yeah.
he said like do what you think is natural, and then we'll direct you afterwards. And it just happened that I knew where I wanted people, and like was like right, if this person's there, this person's there, and this person's there, like I can do that, and then everyone else can just do what they want. And after that, Sam was like, "Yeah, you've done a good enough job of it on your own."
Because we did one run of it.
Yeah, and I knew exactly what I was doing.
Sam was like, "Okay, yeah, that's it."
They were, stage ready,
Yeah,
sorted.
you mean me getting bent over at the ooh Santa?
I mean, to be fair, we literally did like one run through of the vocals, but I'd sang it before, so it was just confidence.
Yeah.
Second run through of it when we had all the tables set up and everything.
So good.
It was literally like, because that was the first one that Callum had, because I'd not met Callum before, and then Callum came to that rehearsal, and he was like, "Oh, that was really good," and I was like, "Was it?" That was like the second rehearsal we've done it in. And we were just like, "Okay, that's done, we'll rehearse it like for dress rehearsals, and then that's it." So yeah, I just had a lot of fun with it because it wasn't too much pressure, and it meant I had a lot of creative freedom to just kind of be where I wanted to be on the stage and do what I wanted to do with the performance. And I kind of made like a more modern Thenardier, because I just instead of it being like a full blue outfit, it was all denim, and I wore like a denim jacket, and I had the scarves and everything, and the flat caps instead of like the old hats was like flat caps, so it felt like almost like we'd done like I want to say 80s, but I feel like it's slightly earlier than 80s.
Double denim was 80s.
Yeah, it felt like an 80s sort of era, and kind of like crossed into a Les Mis thing. It was just so fun.
It was actually like you and Eve just singing around, and then everyone else just acting pissed.
Yeah. Great. It was so much fun because everyone just got to kind of have a laugh, and it was so nice to do that in a show with a lot of serious numbers, and like maybe not necessarily serious numbers, but like serious as in like we had to sort of take it seriously to do them right. Yeah. And Master of the House is one that was quite easy to do well, as long as you've got like a good sort of core of people. Yeah, as long as you've got like a good amount of people who kind of know what they're doing, everyone else could just follow along.
Yeah.
And we had like everyone kind of knew what they were doing after a point, because we all just sort of learned from each other and picked stuff up. And then other than that, Les Mis. Formed like the full, like I said earlier, Schools Edition show, and it was so fun to do. We had a lot of like in-jokes that kind of stemmed from that show, and that show was sort of my jumping off point for the theatre group that I joined to do Les Mis as well. So like for like 2 years after that, a lot of stuff that we did, and I was just like, nothing will ever compare to when we did Les Mis, because we did a lot of shows and we had like a lot of sort of good times and stuff, but that was like the biggest cast that we'd ever had, because we brought extra people in, because that included me. Like I was one of the people who got brought in for it, and then I kind of just stayed around. Yeah, like we did so much good stuff, and Les Mis was like just the starting point for all that, and also it was such a fun show to do. Like I didn't get I had like a lot of smaller parts rather than like one bigger part. I think I was the bishop, I was the pimp, I was one of the students. I think I had lines from 2 of the students, because I had Combeferre and one of the other ones. Plus I ended up with a couple of Grantaires lines. Like I just did loads of stuff, and it kind of let me wear like a ton of different costumes and get like a proper stage experience, while also not having the pressure of being like a massive part. Because if I'd have been Marius, I would have absolutely crumbled under the pressure, because it was my first show. Like that would have broken me. What's your favourite performance you've done?
For me, but I want, like, sincerely, me when we did that with Grace, that was just so good, so good. I was Evan, he was not Jared. Connor, he was Connor.
Grace was Jared.
Grace was Jared, and it just worked. But enough about that. See, I'm torn. When I did High School Musical with my school, I was Ryan, which irony.
You're always right.
It was. Like I really enjoyed doing that, because it was the first time I really felt confident doing a full show.
Yeah.
And I didn't really feel that again until we did Adam's Family, when I played Mal, who was Wednesday's boyfriend's dad. When I did Adam's Family, that was so good, and I felt so confident with it. But if we're gonna go individual performance, probably. I don't know, maybe.
I feel like yours would maybe, at least from what I've seen, I feel like it would probably be the Internet's for Porn.
Yeah,
because I know
when
I played
really enjoyed
doing that. Because it was like kind of like the same sort of thing that I did with Master of the House, where you just got to like, I know obviously that was a little bit more sort of placed and choreographed or whatever, but like you still got to have a lot of like sort of creative freedom and add a bunch of stuff to it and like have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, how to direct that plus.
Because you got to direct it and be in it, which meant which meant that you were directing yourself, which is basically what I did with Master of the House. Oh. I think that's probably the most fun you're ever going to have with the performance, is telling yourself and other people how it works. That's probably why Lin-Manuel Miranda always casts himself.
Oh, shade.
That's not shade.
It is shade.
How is that shady? That's like the opposite of shade.
It's like how Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote songs in musicals for his wife. I mean, so my stomach's rumbling. I'm really hungry.
The difference is I'm not shading Lin-Manuel Miranda, because I'm saying it makes sense that he would do that.
Oh, I love the guy, but come on.
I think it's very valid that he writes.
Show versatility. Don't just write stuff for yourself.
I mean, 21 Jump Street wasn't written for himself.
Was he in it?
He was in it, but it wasn't written for
Exactly.
him. It was written. The main part was Anthony Ramos. Lin-Manuel Miranda didn't even sing or rap in that musical. He only delivered expositionary dialogue.
So, the thing is, are we going to solve out this conflict? Are we going to make up and be best friends again? Probably not, because I hate his guts. But yeah, stick around for part 2. We're going to be talking about...
How is that the cliffhanger?
That's the cliffhanger.
Oh my god, are we going to solve the conflict of, oh my god, Lin-Manuel Miranda doesn't always write musicals for himself.
Yeah, that's going to be like, we're going to go like down a back alley and hash this out, and I know that sounds really dodgy.
We're going to go down a back alley and hash this out.
Hash it out. I can't wink with my left eye.
Can you actually not?
What, sort of? Just, I'm winking.
Gotta pull a power move and wink with both eyes. Permanently.
Right, so yeah.
Catch us in part 2. Bye, see yous.
See yous later.